Hey everyone, it's Armstrong here from Other Miniatures, and yeah, I know that I haven't been around for a while. A couple of you, asked me questions, but I didn't answer. And the reason for it is, I have one of my winter slumps. I just got into my stupid mood when I wanted to do something, but my brain just simply refused to do stuff. Yeah. So I know that I got those, from time to time. And yeah, this one just came around, hit me like a hammer. And yeah, I just simply didn't feel like doing stuff. I still am, a little bit in that kind of mood. But I'm trying to get myself sorted out. How you can see, I did forget even about going to the barber and everything. So I look like a mess, I feel like a mess, and my entire existence right now is a mess. Yeah. But yeah, so sorry for everyone who I didn't answer to. I actually gonna come at this, as soon as I get my head out of my site. Yeah, and I'm gonna try to actually start posting videos again. I have a couple of videos in the backlog, so I will try to edit them and I will start posting again. Yeah, but let's say that is enough of talking about why I wasn't around. Let's just get on the table and start building something. I'm gonna be completely honest, I have no idea what I want to build. I have so many new cars and I have so many new toys, yeah, that it is incredible. I'm gonna show you maybe what I printed out recently, and then maybe we're gonna go and start building some cars. Yeah, so well, one car for the day. Let's not go crazy because I'm gonna burn out and then it's gonna be hard for me to pick it back up. But yeah, let's just get on the table and start building stuff. And of course, a little bit of a show off. So yeah, in the recent days, I got myself a new resin 3D printer. It is a Anycubic X2. And I actually printed this little boy on it. Yeah, it's a free file that I found on a, what do you call that page? Called 3D. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't remember the designer's name, but it took me like 13 hours to print that because it comes actually in 3 pieces. The body is separate and the wings are separate. Yeah, and just just by looking at the size of it and just compare it to a Primaris Marine. Yeah, the Primaris Marine is barely getting to the knee of that demon. Yeah, so it is a chunky boy. He's gonna be probably sitting as a pride of my collection and adoring all of my demons army. Well, I still have to paint my demons because I have plenty of them which are in the gray or somewhat painted state, but still far away from being done. Yeah, so this is a big boy demon of corn-ish demon. Yeah, and I love just how chunky it is. Actually, I have a what do you call it? A Sicarian, which is a 40k 4-volt tank on my printing bed right now. The new printer have a printing bed of about 20 by 12 centimeters. So it's a decent size. But let's just go into what we are here for today. So cars. I'm actually working on a couple of cars right now, but this one gonna be a show off for today. Yeah, but in here I'm gonna show this one. This is a plastic model kit that I got from eBay. Yeah, it's a great thing to go for the Rutenhof, whatever the name of the sponsor is. It is a car, a shell locker, and a cannon in one box. Yeah, car thing and a cannon, and it's a nice little set. I'm gonna probably finish it soon enough. I'm messing with it for the last couple of days. I haven't finished it just yet. Yeah, but this one is just going to the side. It's gonna be finished at some other stage. Now let's just get this, what is this? Chevrolet Silverado, yeah? And Why am I surprised that I'm actually getting Chevrolet? Even if I didn't want it to, I would probably get a Chevrolet. So I still have no idea what they want to do with this bad boy, but give me 5 minutes, I'm gonna grab some parts and then we're gonna build it. Alright, so I think that I have a basic idea how I want to make this car. So first of all, it's gonna be Rutherhoff, whatever the name of that company is, a car. It's gonna be transporting this chest, and since it is transporting a valuables, it's gonna have to be heavily protected. So first of all, would that fit in here without causing issues? Somewhat. I can just cut out one of those pieces a little bit. This is a casting that I made years ago. I still have molds for those. Yeah, so the chest is in here, and do I have any glue that is in stock? So even though I was in the slum and I didn't really feel like do much, yeah, I was still messing around with the models because, you know, at the end of the day, it's my hobby, and even if I'm feeling terrible about myself and about everything else, you know, this is what I like to do. This is what I enjoy. This is what helps me to cope with crap. Yeah. So yeah, let's just get this and just scuff it a little bit so the super glue gonna work better. And obviously, since this is a Rutherhoff, you know, it's gonna have the military paint job on it, so I'm gonna avoid damaging the paint job as much as possible. So I got this mini gun printed. Actually, Hector the cat asked me to print him some bigger guns and bigger equipment, and of course, since I was in one of my moods, I didn't even answer him for months now. Yeah, so I printed a couple of stuff for him. I'm gonna actually be sending something to him probably Thursday or Friday. Yeah, but you know, like, I'm horrible when I get into one of my moods. I wouldn't call it depression, but because I think that, you know, plenty of people overuse the word depression. I would just say I'm being a little bit of a moody and melancholic at that stage. And so what do we have in here? We have this chest to be protected, then we have this minigun to protect that chest, and, you know, to avoid any rocket, we have the, I don't know, not smoke dispenser, maybe flare dispenser, you know, to protect the rockets, but still, I don't think that it's finished. I think we're doing something better on that. I have this jetpack, which I 3D printed for Space Marines. I'm just thinking maybe mounting this in here, just getting rid of the middle of it. I think it is unnecessary in here. Then we're gonna have like two jet tinnies, which is not gonna be really shown much, but still it could be fun. Just clean it up, you know, with the resin. The thing is, it is actually quite brittle. Yeah, so some people who pay more attention to like how solid the builds are would actually, instead of this, they would print one, then they would cast it. Yeah, and from that casting they would actually make a part. I seen actually, what was his name now? Of course, for the life of me, I wouldn't be remembering that guy. Yeah, but he was making the speakers for one of the Warwicks from Mad Max movie, and he was exactly doing that what I just said. You know, he was casting them because he didn't believe that the resin is good enough to actually withstand the abuse on the table. Yeah, so, you know, he definitely have a bigger following than me, so you probably know who I'm talking about. But yeah, he did build a very nice car with those, you know, little casted speakers. And I was just thinking to put it the other way around, of course, and I put it the other way around because it's me, Mario. So yeah, there we go. I never really use stuff under the car, so Definitely something different. I don't know whether I like it or not, but let's leave it for now. Yep. Do I want to do something else? I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking that maybe I can use one of those super glue teeny weenies as a big exhaust pipe over here in the back. And it's gonna probably help with the smoke spewers. Oh my god, I have itchy hand. It's not the best. Yeah, let's just get one of the rubber bands to make the exhaust. Nah, that's bad. From the side and then pull it in here. Yeah, let's do that. And where is my sandpaper? You can see I'm very well prepared for this video. Definitely, I have no complaints about my disorganization. Getting even worse than it was before. Right? All that this didn't happen. I'm not much more disorganized than I was. I'm probably the same disorganized as I was. But yeah. Okay, so we have some scratches here from that. And now let's just apply this over here and back the gods of whatever, maybe this way, so I can actually fit that inside. If it's gonna work. Yeah. And I noticed how much 3D printed pieces I use. At some stage I really got so angry with myself using so much 3D printed pieces, but I was just like, what is the point of making those videos if I only use 3D printed stuff? Yeah, if I literally just 3D print the entire car, which was designed by someone else, it would be pretty much the same story. So you can see my thought process going into my little 2.5 months exile. Yeah, which was self-imposed, of course. I just sometimes hate myself, I guess. And yeah, that's what's happened. Yeah, I'm not I don't think that everyone is very original. Yeah, I don't think that originality is that important. But I was always, when I was especially doing the art course, I was always kind of aiming to be the original guy, doing something different than the others. And now I just know that, quite often I'm gonna hit the point when someone before me did it already. Yeah, and I just have to accept it and just, yeah, live with it, which is hard for me. Yeah, being proud and somewhat stubborn doesn't help. So yeah, there we go, that's the next one. Let's just give it a little bit of a coating with super glue, so it's gonna be a little bit better to paint at the end of the day. All right. Come on. Okay, there we go, some of that. And I'm gonna just cover this number 19 with a little bit of an armor plate, which I already have cut from a different project, I think. Yeah. I'm not gonna be covering any more of that stuff. I think that I'm golden here. This is, a nice conversion, doesn't have too much messiness on it. And from at some points, yeah, it is good, at some point it is bad, just depends really on you. So I'm gonna give it 5 minutes to allow the super glue to dry, because it's otherwise, I'm so bad, I actually did prepare this part. So I was thinking, it have a drum already as a magazine, but in Gaslands you're gonna want to have as much ammo as possible, so I just found this one. This thread is actually, oh my god, one of my hairs, of course. This is from a dreadnought from, I did 3D print the dreadnought for something, and the 3D print failed, so it is a failed print of a weapon or whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, why don't I use it? Because otherwise it's just gonna be laying on the table doing nothing. So let's just add this, belt feed. There you go, I stuck myself to this. So we have a drum, and there is a belt feed as well, feeding extra ammunition to that minigun. So I don't know how it works, but it is dual ammo fed. And now I think it is busy enough. Yeah, both sides are kind of wonky, it's not balanced. I think if it's gonna look pleasant on the table when it is finished. Yeah, I hope that I actually catch anything of that on the video. Yeah, so I'll be right back after I, of course, black bomb whatever have to be black bombed. So yeah, I spent some time. I did actually paint it nicely without a spilling over, so it's good. Yeah. So now just get the metallic color. In this case, I'm using a Runefang steel, which is kind of lighter than what I usually use, and of course we're gonna dry brush the metallic parts. Yeah. So let's just go with the drum. Well, not the drum, the ammo feed belt here. Of course, everything that is black, my how I do it. It just getting back into the saddle is not that easy. After you haven't been doing much video making. But yeah. So there we go, this is almost painted. So yeah, I was thinking about making some RAM for this, but it just looked intimidating enough as it is, so I'm happy with leaving it. And then we have our, what would you call them, the flare dispensers, flare launchers, yeah. The pipe, I just try to keep it within more of a darker color. Plate in here, just a little bit. And of course we need to go this pipe, and this pipe gonna be quite hard to dry brush. So I'm just gonna do it actually quite aggressively. Instead of dry brushing, just gonna add a lot of color, because since it is a fabric, it really takes much more color than what it would take. And now the rims, of course I'm gonna add some of this silver into the rims. I painted them, I know they were brown originally, and I just simply didn't like them. I didn't like the entire wheels being brown, so that's why I painted them black. I think the dropper is black generally on the wheels, yeah. So that's my excuse for doing that. And here we go, so that's the metallics done. That wasn't too complex. And now I have the what do you call it, contrast skeleton horde for that wooden chest in the back. Actually really like that paint for some reason. Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite from the entire collection of contrasts that I have right now. It's really worked well for this kind of maybe enamel-ish. Enamel? I wouldn't say enamel. Ceramic-ish armor for my Sisters of Battle. I actually have a full box set of Sisters of Battle that I'm in a process of painting, and there is somewhere a video on this phone of that, so one day when I'm gonna manage to get myself together and edit it properly, it's gonna be there. So yeah, I think that it is, nice and done pretty much with that. So let's just close this, because I'm gonna spill it if I know my luck. Yeah, and you all know my luck. I tend to do stuff weirdly. So here I have some pigments. It is a modeling pigment. It is pigment red. I bought them when I was in Poland. Yeah, so I have some nice pigments for a change, not pastels. Yeah, it's not like I don't gonna be using pastels. I just bought something extra, for myself. And then I have in here more of a sandy color. But both of those pigments are, in my opinion, fairly good to work for rust. Yeah, And when I want to apply rust, it's mostly around this pipe and around this exhaust, maybe something around the wheel wells. Oh, yeah, I'm a genius, I completely forgot about that. Just me being me. I don't even gonna complain about that. Yeah. And let's just give them a quick overbrush. Not too much, not too little, just, you know, good enough. And I can do the same probably with the bottom. I don't know if those cars are actually painted black on the bottom or not, but and as you can see, I didn't actually fully paint the wheels, so it's gonna be showing, you know, as a mod maybe stuck in the wheels. This was for a change intentional, so it's not like I miss it. I did actually intentionally left those on. And now let's just try to apply some of those pigments. Yeah, maybe the paint is still wet enough on this area. Yeah, so it is very red pigment. Yeah, and I'm just gonna be very generous with it because I really want this area especially, you know, to be more reddish. And I'm okay, you know, if some of it gets on the wheels. And of course elsewhere. It's just like, for me, I'm thinking that, you know, they would, as a militaristic group, they would try to keep their cars in the best possible condition, yeah? Because, you know, like, I'm assuming that a lot of you, well, some of you at least, were in the army, and you know that army is treating their vehicles fairly seriously. And since this is, you know, kind of militaristic group in the wastelands, it would be, you know, again, in my opinion, treating their vehicles, well, probably more seriously than they are treating their men. No, I would say the same. Although vehicles are a means of survival in the wastelands, so yeah. And now this one is more of a, you know, like light rust, I would say. Yeah, like different color. And you know how I like to mix the different colors of rust. And as well, you know, because of this, it is this kind of lighter, dusty color, it can go on the wheels to dirty them up. Yeah. Just thinking if I could maybe try to apply it to the windshields as well, just to make them dusty. Let's try it. Yes, I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. And now, just one more little touch, yeah? Okay, I'm almost there. So I have in here this engine grime. And this paint is oil-ish. Yeah, so not a very pleasant smell. Just grab one of the smaller brushes. And, you know, we can work it into some details to make them look grimy. It's, of course, this one, since it is an oil, it takes a little bit longer to dry. Yeah. And of course smells, which is not a pleasant thing. But for example, you know, we can just add like little details around here. Yeah. But maybe this, you know, this smoke is creating as well, you know, kind of condensation and whatever around it. Yeah, it is causing some sort of a leakage. I really don't know where to put the leakage on the car anymore, because everything would be underneath it, in my opinion. So, you know, this grime is kind of cool because you can do this stuff, you know. And this is gonna actually show on the car. But yeah, a new toy, new tool. I have a couple extra paints that I actually bought in Poland, and a couple of extra things that I just went into the what do you call it? Not military store. The come on, Seb, think to the model train store. Yeah, and you know, the model train store turned out to be proper model store, so I was like, yes, finally something that I love. And I spent like half an hour there, you know, just picking stuff. Yeah. All right. So there we have it. It's fully painted. I don't think that I'm gonna be doing anything else to it. It's already look overwhelmingly big and chunky. Let's just see if I have somewhere my spin table and throw it on the spin table, hopefully. So I'll be right back. And here it is on the spin table, how you can see it. I actually like how it turned out. I always have a little bit of a problem with the pickups because they are great cars, but I tend to redo them in the one way, and that's what's annoying with me. Yeah, but yeah, I think that it's actually turned out quite well. I will try to edit at least 2 videos a week. Yeah, so hopefully this is gonna be working out for me now. And I'll be back soon with the next video. In the meantime, everybody have a lovely day, take care, be good to each other, and rate, comment, subscribe, and all this YouTube shebang. Talk to you later. Bye.